Hello everyone, I'm Irene, and in this video I'll attempt to present the topic I've chosen to approach ethically for the current course's final assignment. Following each week's readings, lectures, and forum contributions, what captivated my interest was the attribution of copyright protection to artificial intelligence creations. Therefore, I decided to delve into the question and examine the intellectual approach that lies behind the legislation that governs it. Because different approaches to copyright have been registered between states, I'll focus on the US perspective on the subject. Let's get started. The perplexing issue of artificial intelligence copyright claims. To begin, I go through some definitions of the term artificial intelligence, including Floridi's. I couldn't leave out the definitions of copyright with a focus on today's approaches in the United States and the United Kingdom. But let us take a closer look at the situation. With the recent rise of artificial intelligence, non-human authors are producing an increasing number of creative works. Especially in the BH field, we are acquainted with algorithms, software, codes, applications. We realize that humans are not the only creators, rather creativity machines and other forms of artificial intelligence will certainly take center stage in the creative process. Computers get more efficient and faster, and the primary drivers of creativity and invention. As these things occur, important issues arise around us, and we realize that there is something incompatible in all of this, and we may need to make some changes to keep up with the evolution of science. For example, this is a machine creation. It is called a recent entrance to paradise. In fact, an algorithm repurposes pictures to create images. Its creator, or should I say its creators, Stephen Thaler and his creativity machine, they have seen the copyright protection rejected by the US Copyright Office because it lacks human authorship necessary to support a copyright claim. Similarly, the next rebrand is an artwork created by a computer. And this is a selfie taken by the female macaque, who is the photo's legal owner. However, because there is no human creation, the photograph does not have copyright. So the camera's owner, photographer David Slater, finds the image in the public domain. How can we deal with this? Could we figure out a solution? To do that, we should consider the two ways the artificial intelligence is presented: as a tool of the human author, as an independent actor in the creative process. In an analog world, the creator and his tool can be granted copyright, as can photographers using their camera as a tool, as long as monkeys don't develop selfies. However, if an author cites AI software as a tool in the creative process, they may have legal claims. Creative works generated solely by AI machines are not copyrightable. What's the problem with that? Denying copyright to AI machine developers and owners decreases their incentives to build new AI programs, and that can lead to a significant reduction of the works reaching the public domain overall. Could we make some suggestions for the AI creations? Both Abbott and Collin propose the idea of revising authorship in order to embrace both human and non-human creators, but not natural persons have no rights and legal responsibilities, and that's a problem. We can also remember the UK Copyright Code that assigns authorship of computer-generated works to humans, or As Christoph argues, we could just reinterpret the made-for-hire doctrines employer and employee instead of changing the law, where the employer is the human and the employee is the AI machine, so that the AI's creation belongs to the employer, who can claim copyright protection being a human. Copyrights can be assigned to natural persons instead of a non-human entity without legal protection, avoiding the need for a long debate about the legality and practicality of non-human authorship. How can the AI authorship issue be addressed to us, digital humanities scholars and in digital humanities projects? In DH, AI methodologies and algorithms are now essential components. Consider a DH researcher discovering their work in the public domain before they even finished it. It would have put them off from creating. We're not quite there yet, but it will soon be difficult to tell whether a song, a poem, or a painting was created by a human or a machine. So what are we going to do? Legislation is invented to be updated and to keep up with scientific advancements. I was fascinated by the course's inspiring lectures, each week's literature, and my peers' engaging contributions, as well as the plethora of resources on the subject. And under Rembrandt's eyes, a detail of the aforementioned creation, I thank you for watching and would appreciate it if you could comment, add, or critically contribute to my point of view. Thank you very much.